I see only one hope for our country. That is when white men and black men, desiring neither power nor money, but desiring only good for their country, come together to work for it. That was Alan Paton, Cry the Beloved Country.
Black and white, we can build a better future in which our kids will have hope and believe that we can make mining a changed industry. Never to be looked upon as a place where men join and come back coughing. No longer to be looked upon as a place where men come and go home in coffins. We can do, it is doable, only if men can be prepared to play a role.
Organized labor, organized business and government should meet on an equal footing, not just for the sake of meeting, but more clearly to define the roadmap ahead.
How do we create a social dividend that works for all of our stakeholders, which is a great challenge?
The Mining Lekgotla is designed to be an annual scenario-based strategic dialogue that hopefully will be entered into by various key players in the industry, the captains of this industry, chief executives, chairpersons, board members, but also partners at the senior level from the labor movement and partners at the most senior level from the government of our republic through the Department of Mineral Resources. Today, we're kicking off that journey of scenario-based strategic dialogue. It is the intent that next year, this time when you come to Mining Lekgotla 2, we would be basing that Mining Lekgotla 2 on a set of scenarios that should have been produced between now and February, March 2013.
Africa is home to 40% of the world's natural resources. Given that 40% of the world's natural resources reside in Africa, and we are likely to see the most spectacular population growth over the next 20 or 30 years, this is the century of Africa and Asia. Because there is no Asian development, there is no Asian miracle without an African miracle that goes with it, because the two have to go hand in hand. And that's the great challenge, and that's the great opportunity for many of us who sit in this room with a specific focus on South Africa as part of that conversation.
When about this time last year, we had our strategic planning session and we struggled with a lot of things as a mining industry. And having looked at all what we were struggling with, we felt it can be encapsulated in these words, 4 words: putting South Africa first. The people of South Africa have got to come first. The interest of the country has got to come first, and that's why, even though during Alan Paton's time, black women and white women may have not had as much preeminence, therefore we need to say the white people and the black people, when they come together desiring neither money nor power but the good for their country and work for it, then the magic is going to happen. The mining industry, when you look at the jobs it creates, it's more than 1 million jobs, and it accounts for 18% of the GDP. Why is it that we are not able to, black men, black woman, white woman, shoulder to shoulder, take these resources, cooperate the best we can in the best interest of the country? What are we going to do with the resources of mining to benefit South Africans in the concept of putting South Africa first? South Africa is by far the most mineral-rich country in the world. We are number 1 in the resources. And then we get followed at some distance by Russia, and we get followed at some distance by Australia, but we are that rich. And the question which we are faced with, the owners of the mines, the workers in the mines, the people in the communities, why is it that an African child, a South African child, goes to bed hungry? Why does an African child not able to go to school